What is going on YouTube? It's Sank. We are back for another one. Now in this drop, coming at you guys with a play I want to bring to attention. But before I kick things off, I'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button because it keeps the show rolling. Alright guys, so out there in the markets today, across the board, the plays were feeling the pressure. This is driven by increase in virus cases, the job claim reports coming in higher than expected, and that transition, that movement into bonds. But you guys already know we were prepared, not surprised for this persistent weakness in the markets. And as a matter of fact, one of our quality plays has dropped into the buy zone. So I want to give you guys the heads up, put this one across your radar. So if you're not already in this one and you're new to the play, you can take a look at it. And if you're already in this play, you guys can increase your current position because it will be one of our winning plays as we continue through the second half of the year. So as always guys, in this one I've got a jam-packed one for you. So let's jump into the play. So we've got ticker symbol DAC, that's the nails. Now it's a very familiar play to us. This is a shipping play that was a winner in the first half of the year, and as I say, they will be a winner as we continue to go through the second half, because what we are seeing is that shift in the industry with sky high shipping rates to move freight around. Now in some instances this is double, sometimes triple, sometimes quadruple what the rates used to be, and all that is playing into their favor. As I say, this is set to be a persistent trend that's going to last as long as this year, and very well much could last into next year as well, because we're seeing container shortages, we're seeing delays and congestion at ports, and as we continue to go through reopening, the demand for goods is going to be sky high, all playing into their favor. And this is one of the best plays in the game to ride that wave and the momentum for as long as it lasts. Now if we check out that stock price, we've seen this one cool off today, but if you guys remember, we took this one up to $78 just a few sessions ago, and I said I'm expecting this one to pull back down to the mid or high 60s, and that will act as the next entry to get into the play, and that time has arrived. So I'm gonna make sure this one's high up on your watch list for you guys to grab in the markets over the next couple of sessions. Now if we backtrack and I take you guys back to May, we saw this one at $65 and it pulled back to $55. That's an even bigger downwards movement than what we've seen over the last couple of days. So this one can be volatile, but since then, from that $55 mark, saw it move up to the $78 mark. Okay, so what I'm expecting is one to collect where they're at, could see some additional weakness before they resume their climb, get back up to those previous 52-week highs that we saw, and even higher than that, off the tailwinds from the shipping industry that I told you guys about. Now, when you guys are jumping into a play, you guys got to get used to looking at who's owning the shares. Now remember, we got three types of owners of shares. It's the insiders, those are the directors, got the institutions, those are the money managers, the hedge funds, and the retail investors, us. Now with Danaos, they've got a very high insider ownership, almost 50%. So the directors are holding onto this one firmly because they know the upside in this play, given all the dynamics and what's going on in the shipping industry. They know that's set to be a persistent trend, which is going to move this stock price up. So it's just an opportunity for you guys when you're jumping into a play, looking at who's owning it. It'll just give you guys a little bit of insight into the dynamics of the play. So look into institutional ownership, as I say, retail ownership and insider ownership. And for a billion-dollar company, 50% insider ownership is on the very high side. So as I say, expecting a lot of upside from this one. So to make sure this one's on your radar. All right guys, so that's the play I've got for this one and the moves we're going to be making with. Now I'm talking about limit buys. So as I've been saying over the last couple of weeks, you want to get into Danaos off a pullback in and around the region of $68, $67, $66. So you can set your limit buys to get you into the plays automatically. So if you're at work, you're at school, you're not able to check your trading apps, your brokerages during trading hours, it can just get you into the play. But there's an even greater reason for setting your limit buys, and that is what it will do is it will strip out any anxiety of jumping into a play off a pullback. I know sometimes when you guys see a play that's in the red 5-10%, you can get the feeling like you're about to jump off a cliff, when as a matter of fact the fundamentals haven't changed, and what you're getting is a quality play at an even cheaper price point, which is going to benefit you greatly as an investor by getting into the play at that price point. So setting your limit buys will get you into the play, as I say, automatically, so it'll strip out that anxiety. So if you haven't done so already, when you guys set your limit buys on Danaos, we're going for $67 to get into the play, so you guys get in that good entry. So if you've been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is now to share this one with you. So shout out to HighSoul for this one. Having high conviction in your own stocks is truly the secret sauce to investing. High Tide is such a microcap stock compared to my normal stocks. yet I'm not worried one bit since it's my favorite stock in the whole market right now. Also, I learned not to overlook the market cap and to prepare accordingly, i.e. smaller market cap in the millions, it equals extreme volatility, so don't go all that heavy into those. Stick to the large caps if you can't stomach much volatility in the markets. I really overlooked what the market cap of stocks was, but now I know the importance of looking at all different metrics and making proper entry. Thanks for all your help as always. So there's so many great things I could have picked out from that message to touch on, but I want to highlight, he said, having high conviction in your plays is the secret sauce to hitting success, and I couldn't agree more. That's why I want to take that one step further, and that's why I say you want to have a collection of plays, 15 to 20 plays in your portfolio that you have high conviction in, that you know about, you know the direction they're going and what business moves they're putting into place. So when we do hit short-term volatility in the markets, it doesn't phase you and you're able to stay the course. As a matter of fact, it will excite you because it's an opportunity to get in on a play that's on the up and up at a cheaper price point. And we always know there's going to be that recalibration in the stock price, or the stock price is going to play catch up to the direction the business is moving. That's why you've seen a ton of our quality plays make rebounds off their 3-month low over the last couple of sessions and last couple of weeks. Alright guys, that wraps up for this one. If you've got any questions for me, drop them down below and I get back to you. And I say I appreciate you guys. On your way out, do light up that comment section for me, and if you're new, join the movement, and I catch you on the next one.